Right, it's Matt Stocks for Hard Rock Hell TV here at Hard Rock Hell with the boys in Raven Age, George and Mike. They've just rocked up for a little chat. I was going to segue into your conversation because I was meant to be chatting to John Bush before you, but he hasn't shown, so there goes my segue. But it still ties back around because of the Anthrax connection. That was the first time I saw you guys live.
Cool.
Was about a month or so ago on the Among the Living anniversary tour, opening up for that.
Yeah.
Obviously, a very iconic band. How was it warming up for them on those shows, playing? I guess, was that an album first of all that was of any significance to you guys growing up, or was it more just you were aware of their
it's more I was
in?
kind of aware of their heritage. Obviously they're one of the big four, a massive band. I wasn't I didn't get into them growing up. I think I was kind of, you know, I guess I was kind of the next generation. I was looking into sort of younger bands who were on the rise at the time. So
Nirvana and Green Day, perhaps.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I was well aware of Anthrax, and I like, obviously when we got the tour, I started like sort of doing a bit of digging and checking some of their songs out, just so I recognised, you know, what was going on. But actually, you know, become a fan after playing with them, like hearing all their stuff, and especially live as well. They're so on it, like considering, you know, how long they've been doing it and stuff, and they're doing 2-hour sets, and they're just absolutely nailing it. So it was real inspiration to see. You know, and they're really nice guys. We played with them in South America last year, a few shows we've met before, and it was kind of reconnecting with them. And yeah, they're really lovely guys. Really, you know, they was coming to our dressing room and say hi and giving us some advice about, you know, touring and shows and all sorts. And it went really well.
So you got to go as well. Was it just South America as opposed to all over the world? Because I know you were on the Book of Souls tour, and that was Maiden, Anthrax, you guys, right?
Yeah, well, no, we did the whole thing. Yeah, we did the whole like 6 months worth. So it was pretty insane.
How was that? I mean, if you could summarise it in a nice, succinct sentence, an experience like that. But I mean,
just totally ridiculous.
That'll do it.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really put into words how. If I had 6 months to talk to you every day, I couldn't explain what happened in like 2 weeks of that tour. You know, it's.
Where was some of the craziest places that you played? I'll just come in a bit. In terms of, I guess, crowd reaction, because that must have been quite a culture shock in some places, right?
Yeah.
Seeing the different ways different crowds really like give themselves entirely.
That's definitely South America, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the first show we started off in North America. We did 3 shows, and as soon as we went down to Mexico, the first show was just like totally different. It's just the whole crowd. I mean, obviously most of the people probably wouldn't have heard of us, but as soon as we played the first note, they're jumping up and down, going nuts. They're just like so happy to be at a metal show, like, and
instant fans for life.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just nuts. Like we've never experienced anything like it. Like our first track is kind of quite sort of groovy, and they were just, the whole crowd was just jumping to it, and it was just, we'd never experienced that before. So it was absolutely amazing. But
how many festivals have you done at this stage in your career?
that's quite a few.
10 maybe, because we've done quite a few on the Maiden tour, didn't we?
Yeah. There was quite a few festivals in there, and we've played
a couple.
Download and Sonosphere before. Quite a few. Yeah, I don't know. We've
played
done,
Download.
You're pretty festival seasoned already.
Well,
yeah,
getting there. Yeah. After today.
You're on the main stage here today. I guess you've got a set in like an hour after this chat.
3 o'clock we are. Yeah.
How are you sort of going to approach this one? Is it going to, I mean, because it's kind of a unique setting, isn't it? A holiday camp.
Yeah.
People aren't in the rain. That's kind of a nice change to usual UK festival experiences.
It's true. Yeah, we came down, arrived last night, and sort of went out and checked like what the stage is like in the bands, and it was full of people, and it was absolutely buzzing. So we're pretty excited about it, really. I mean, we've just come off, you know, a 5-week tour with Anthrax, so I think we should be tight. Let's hope so. Anyway,
well, you're match fit, isn't it? It's like when footballers are in the groove.
Yeah, exactly. We've just had a week off where everyone's just going and relax. So this is, you know, we're well rehearsed and stuff. So I'm hoping we're just going to go and sort of deliver a good set for everyone.
What's the first thing you do when you get off, say, a 5-week tour or a 6-month tour? Instantly, the first thing you do once you get home?
As little as possible.
Yeah, it's boring, but it's true. You kind of just chill and just sleep for like a couple of days.
I think I sat on the sofa when I got back for about 8 hours, and I was just sat there like,
this is great, doing nothing.
You just don't know what to do with yourself, because you're used to like having to be somewhere and do something for that amount of time. So you just kind of what do I do now?
Yeah, it's a bit it's a strange feeling coming off a tour, but
You've got to decompress, haven't you?
yeah,
Because
exactly.
you can't just go from tour straight into like day-to-day life. You do need to take that minute to kind of go
zone out a bit,
and reflect, I guess, on what you've just seen and done. Because in the moment, you're not necessarily stopping every second and going, "Wow, isn't this amazing?" You kind of have to wait till you get to the end, right, to then look back and take stock and go.
Then you start missing the tour and be like, oh, like, you know, you get so used to just having a show and, like, you know, rearing up to that show, and, you know, you get all that adrenaline every night, and then when you get home it kind of stops and you sort of end up missing it. So I'm glad we got this one today.
And the debut album came out end of last year, so I guess by now people have had the time to digest all of those songs and familiarise with them.
It came out last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It came out on Friday.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, we were originally going to go independently,
right?
And it was supposed to be coming out in December last year, like you said, and that was totally our plan. And then then the label came on board.
Around. All right, nice.
That's what happened basically, and BMG came on board. We ended up signing in like January.
Right.
And obviously had their, you know, they need their time to process everything and do all the promotion stuff. So yeah, it came out on Friday.
Wow, so you're literally in like new release bliss.
Yeah.
Right,
it's exciting stuff. Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck with the set.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for stopping by and having a chat.
No worries.
And any other plans in the diary you could tell us about for the rest of the year at this stage?
We're going to be hitting some summer festivals. We're not sure exactly which ones totally yet. We've been announced for some European ones like Grass Pop and Copenhagen. And yeah, we're just sort of accumulating a bunch of festivals, and we're trying to do some gigs in between and stuff. So we're just going to be basically touring the hell out of the album as much as we possibly can. We're going to be recording a couple of music videos and stuff like that, and just kind of trying to keep the vibe going, basically.
Actually, your T-shirt goes with that. They're opening the same on the same stage as us, aren't they?
Lovely kid.
Yeah.
There you go.
Crazy.
Well, this is your year then, really. I mean, last year was obviously epic, but it seems like things are really just getting started. So.
Yeah, it's mega exciting for us this year, especially the whole debut album. It's like everything is a first for us at the moment. First time with a record label, first debut album out, and you know, I guess the next step is just to sort of dab our foot in the water with a headline show at some point, but keep it small and see how it goes, I guess.
Right on. Yeah. Watch this space then. Cheers, lads. Yeah.